Hi, Project Runway. My name is Aaron Simmons. I'm known as Jevon Terance, which is my fashion line name. I do a lot of fashion shows in Ohio, mostly in the Cleveland area. I'm from Lorain, Ohio, which is 30 minutes away from Cleveland. I started out designing from the love of basketball. My family is a basketball family, so I was born into it. So playing basketball all my life, I adapted the love of shoes. I watched a lot of Michael Jordan, so wearing his shoes as a kid, I could see myself designing shoes in the future. So I started designing shoes through elementary all the way through high school. I was able to go to college for a year and take up an art major, which I learned the basics of art, painting, and drawing. After a year of college here in Ohio, I wanted to take my creativeness and go to San Diego and try to pursue fashion, something I never had done before. My first week there, applying for FITM was my first collection, and I had to design that in the hotel room. So this was new to me. I ended up getting accepted, but the finances just weren't there. So I had to come back to Ohio and then take a year to really everything out and see how much I loved fashion and how much I wanted to really pursue it, which I did. So I took a leap of faith, started my own fashion line in 2007, based off one T-shirt that I was making, just to see what people liked. People caught on to it, so I kept going with it. I started teaching myself how to sew, on a single sewing machine. I got better and better, and as each show that I did in the Cleveland area, people started to notice this designer from Lorain, which is a half hour away, and they're like, "Who is this guy?" So I keep doing shows and networking, and with the goal in mind at the time to eventually have a store in the future, keep on sewing, have people working with me as a team. Some big achievements for me as a designer was, recently when I got to go to San Diego, California to do a trade show and a fashion show. It gave me the opportunity to see if people were going to buy pieces out of state, which happened. So it wasn't just the people and the support of the city where I'm from buying my pieces. Now I put myself in a position to see if other people were willing to buy the pieces. Another goal was, in 2012 is when I actually started the business part of my line as a shoestring business, and to see the growth from the sewing in 2007 to now with the pieces that I make, you can see the difference. You can see how much work is being put into them now than before. Another achievement for me is doing my annual fashion show here in the city that I'm from every year, every summer. Um, this gives me the opportunity to show my work to my peers. It gives me another opportunity to go in the community, talk to my old high school, and show the youth that somebody from a small city, especially a designer, especially being male, can actually be successful. Another big part of my design theory, being here from Lorain, is that I add a lot of things that are surrounding me into my designs. I try to have every piece that I make have a story behind it. If it's whether it's shoes or it's a building from the city I'm from, I'm adding that into the fabrics. Now with technology, I can do that with photos and things like that in different fabrics. So it's really cool to do that. As a shoestring business, you have struggles as a designer, especially when you have a store. So with the opportunity of going on Project Runway, I think it'd be great for me as a designer to, achieve some of the goals that I set out when I first started, as far as getting into production, traveling, learning different things about design, and still, going forward with my production of the line. So if I go on Project Runway, I do plan to be successful. I've been thinking about going on every year. I've been watching it a lot, but I feel very strong as a designer now, and I'm finally doing it, and I'm really confident about it. So hopefully I can make it on the show, and I will see you soon.